EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Look at the throw. Rattler. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
Let's go now. Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
It is 3rd and 10.
Come 19. Here we go. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. To the goal line and in. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown Titans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will start on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ready.
1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
79 Broncos.
Backler now, back to throw. That is brought in. And he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
On the double. Go.
Dobbs headed in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Pioneer. Set.
Back to throw. He's going to get to Okonkwo. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3.
Ready.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And that he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Okay, break.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Let's go now. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson.
So on these play calls, Mike, on third and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
Go.
I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking.
And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Slot man in motion left. Throwing is Rattler. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
To throw, it's Rattler. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Rattler. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Now Rattler gonna throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. He is in. Touchdown Chargers. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. This is taken in by Dobbs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Set. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready.
Dobbs headed in motion.
Hut, hut.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Let's go now.
Dobbs headed in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. A down and a catch. Incredible. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down for Tennessee.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Ready.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set. Go.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Ready. Set, go.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Let's go. Hurt, hurt. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Titans are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Ready. Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Hunt.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
So This is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Bronco 80.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Check go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to have the 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Titans.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The PAT, up and good. And the Titans will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Closing seconds of this 1st half, and this kickoff is away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Rattler now back to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. 2nd half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hup.
Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Tight end motioning left.
Ready?
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set. Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. Maybe some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Then Sinnott. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will cut it to a 2-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check smash, check smash.
Motion man, set right.
Hut.
They'll stay on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, set. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Ready.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Go.
Now, faking the give. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Take go.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown, Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. To throw, it's Rattler. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but